Change your strategy, change your results. Welcome. In this video, you will learn the difference between two diametric philosophies when it comes to growing your golf facility. The conventional approach and MMC's approach. Only you can decide which approach is better for your business. Let's begin. There are really only three ways to grow a business: customer acquisition, increase the price per unit, and increase the frequency of purchase. That's it. Unfortunately, for golf course owners and/or operators who follow the conventional ways of growing a business, golfer acquisition is a slow, tedious process that barely keeps up with the attrition rate, with very little to no hope of growing the business. The second option could be devastating to the business because when you raise rates on core and avid golfers, they leave your facility and play elsewhere. That leaves the third alternative, increasing the frequency of purchase. But anyone who knows core and avid golfers knows. They know exactly how to beat the system by hiding beer and a sandwich in their bag and shopping at the local discount big box store. Change your strategy and you'll change your results. MMC's team is the expert in all three. We acquire the players, condition them to spend freely as well as frequently in the profit centers from day one, and then increase their membership fees incrementally over the years until they are paying just as much as a core and avid golfer. MMC's growth initiative comes with 2 or 3 years, depending on the length of the membership offer, of free marketing and sales consulting, as well as support at no additional cost. We provide all of our clients with low to no cost mini campaigns to grow their profit center's revenue, like F&B, range, cart rentals, outings, banquets, and so on. We provide weekly videos to teach and motivate your staff to sell the product better while maintaining a high level of customer service. All of this comes for free when you launch a golfer acquisition campaign with MMC. The data tells us that there are between 1,000 and 5,000 casual and non-golfers in any given market. Statistics gathered over 20 years prove these players will only play about 6 rounds each year. If you are able to acquire 1,500 of those golfers, the revenue derived from these golfers over the next 2 years will be well in excess of $1 million. Do you have 9,000 available rounds this year that you would be willing to sell for $1 million? What if I told you these players will spend between $48 and $75 per round on average? What if I told you these players will play during your slow times and slow seasons? What if I guaranteed you that you wouldn't pay anything to acquire them? The average 18-hole facility can comfortably play approximately 50,000 rounds in a 30-week season while maintaining a respectable pace of play. A typical market has an audience of about 20% of the population within a 30-mile radius of the business made up of core, avid, casual, and non-golfers. The largest group is the casual and non-golfer, who represent 80% of that market. To grow your business, you must acquire as much of the casual and non-golfer market as possible. Lock them up in a long-term relationship and develop them as customers and players. Retain them and then turn them into ambassadors who will go out and market and sell your facility for you. This gives the owner and/or operator business balance, because casual and non-golfers balance out the books as well as the tee sheet. Although this group represents 80% of the member base, they only consume 20% of the rounds, and yet they are responsible for 80% of the business's revenue. These players don't take away from the core and avid golfer's experience, nor do they disrupt the natural flow of the business. They simply fill in the cracks like water flowing through a stream. Our golfer acquisition campaigns are risk-free, no upfront fees, turnkey. Our team does 95% of the work and 100% self-funding. Stop paying for promises, pay only for results. If MMC doesn't grow your business, you don't pay us a dime. MMC is compensated solely on performance. Contact us today through chuck@mmctoday.com or call Chuck on his direct line 904-638-3856, and our team will conduct a preliminary market analysis, a competitive overview, as well as a demographic survey identifying your market and your facility's potential. Then, we will put together a pro forma based on our findings of your business's data absolutely free, with no obligation whatsoever. If you like what you see, we can speak further. If not, at least you will know a lot more about your market than you do today, and it won't cost you a dime. You deserve peace of mind. Let MMC grow the business. Don't delay. Call MMC today.